Dun, dun, dun. Yep, so it's official. The Last of Us is delayed until spring, May actually, of 2020. Now, I actually heard a little bit about this yesterday, but I was like, there's too much rumors going on. But there's a valuable source that everybody knows. I don't need to introduce that nigga. Fuck him. But they've been saying that, some unexpected news is going to happen. But before I get into this particular story, let me know in the comments what you liked or disliked about the video. And if you liked it, a sub will be appreciated. Let's get on with this. So, why is the actual question? Why is it actually delayed? And there are some people that actually believe that it's delayed because of the multiplayer. Now, I see a couple of reasons as to why it was delayed. And really, only one that really kind of jives and stick with things. First and foremost, they say it was delayed because they are adding multiplayer. Stop it. There's no way they can add multiplayer in 3 months, even if they were working on it in the back end. That was a firm decision. They don't want that shit. So, not yet. So what's the other reasons then? Dude, looking at the preview build and things of that nature, it didn't look like they needed, the game was in the cooker for a long time, but it didn't even look like they needed work, honestly. Like, what else could there be done? So it's not what, they're saying that on paper that they're doing it to, craft the game and make sure it's the best experience ever, and they didn't want to take anything out of the game or compromise whatever. Well, 3 months in the digital world isn't content related. That's bug related. It takes a long time for content to be created. You can't sit there and say, oh no. Like, come on, dudes. This is a nice little, because everybody wants this game. Everybody knows it. And the game doesn't need any help. You can put it anywhere and it'll sell. So that's the thing. So what's the last reason? Now, the last reason that I could see as to why Naughty Dog and really Sony is doing this is a power move. Not a power move to, strong arm the industry. No. That's not what this is. What this is, I think, to give more breathing room for Death Stranding. You know what I'm saying? Let that kind of stew and gyrate and do everything that it needs to do. You know what I mean? Allow that to actually breathe. And then once, and not just for that game, but for Sony's, lineup and the PS5 even. They need to stretch this PS4 generation as far as possible. And they're gonna do whatever it takes to do this shit. So you must understand that portion. You gotta understand that. You have to understand what they're trying to do here. And that's the thing. I'm also hearing that Ghost of Tsushima, no one's reporting this shit because they forgot about that fucking game. That's like the redheaded stepchild. That's even being delayed internally, pushed back. People were saying that, oh, well, it can't be Ghost of Tsushima because no one has a date. Internally, there's release dates and stuff like that, and they don't know. Like I said before, that's even being pushed back. It was supposed to come out from these reportings, mid-year next year. But since The Last of Us is being pushed back to May, that needs to be pushed back to closer to the holiday season. And since the PS5 is actually, it's a big thing. It's backwards compatible. It doesn't really matter at this point in time. People are going to buy this game they're going to buy Ghost of Tsushima for the PS4 and 5. That's just how it's going to be, and it's going to work on both. And then they're going to resell it to you again at 4K, true 4K, in 60 frames a second. So this is what I could surmise. I didn't want to put out this video so soon and not know what the fuck is going on, and then it was an actual rumor. I wanted to make sure I got all the facts out and stuff like that. But yeah, what they're trying to do, just to kind of wrap up this video, is they're trying to stretch they are stretching these games out, these releases out, because they're running out of releases to keep the momentum going for the PS4. They want to announce the PS5, we believe, around February, January of next year anyway. You know, they don't want the hype to be taken away from all of that. So everybody thinking about the PS5. You know what I mean? They want to let the PS5 have its thing to shine, have its little spotlight, and then when we all come down from the PS5 release date and stuff like that, then it drops down to, okay, now The Last of Us is coming out. Let me play that, and it gets all its fucking rewards and shit like that, and awards, not rewards, but awards. And then Ghost of Tsushima comes out looking better than ever, better than The Last of Us, and it's an open world game with day and night cycles. And that finishes off the generation. And if you didn't pick that shit up, you can get the enhanced version, you know what I mean, at 4K, 60 frames a second on the PS5. That's my conclusion. But anyway, let me know in the comments what you liked or disliked about the video. And if you liked it, a sub would be appreciated.